Attorney Michael Avenatti, who represents Stormy Daniels, joins us at the table. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
So already, Michael Cohen's attorney is saying, listen, that you all are accusing him of false things. They said that he did not have anything to do with this incident about Stormy Daniels being threatened, if she was in fact threatened, or if even such a person exists. And you've been hit with a cease and desist order, and they're asking for an apology and retraction. What are you saying about that this morning?
Gayle, we're only getting started. Michael Cohen has zero credibility. We're going to prove it. His statements thus far in connection with this matter are laughable. This is a man who has a history of thuggish behavior, using intimidation tactics, and trying to step on little people. And as it relates to my client, it's going to come to an end. And we're going to show the American people exactly who Michael Cohen is and exactly what happened in connection with this incident, including what happened with the agreement and this $130,000 payment.
And you're insisting that you have evidence that proves this?
We are going to establish evidence, and we already have some evidence that certainly establishes it.
And why haven't you done that yet? You were teased us on Twitter with a CD, a picture's worth 1,000 words. That seems like a big tease. Why are you teasing us? Well, if you have it, why not produce it?
No, it's not a big tease. We're in the process of a legal case. We're going to be methodical, surgical, and smart in the way that we go about doing this. The CD, the tweet of the CD or the DVD was meant to send a warning shot that Mr. Cohen and the president better be very careful what they come out and state regarding my client. Isn't it interesting, Gayle, that we have a president that will tweet about the most mundane matters, but he won't tweet about my client, the affair, the agreement, or the $130,000 payment? You know why he won't tweet about it? Because it's true. It's 100% true. And if it's not true,
what's on that CD? What's on that CD?
I'm not going to disclose what's on the CD right now.
Video images?
I'm not going to disclose. You can ask me 10 different times. I'm not going to disclose what's on it right now. We'll disclose it. We'll disclose it at the appropriate time.
Maybe
but where is Mr.
Where is
well, if you think I'm bluffing, you should ask a lot of the people that I've litigated against successfully over the last 15 years. You ask them if I'm the kind of guy that bluffs.
So what are you holding out for? More money? What is it that you want?
No, we're not holding out for more money. We're going to be methodical. We're going to treat this like any other case, although it's a very high-profile case. We're going to be smart about it. We're going to be strategic about it.
Well, you know, last night we learned some very salacious things. Okay, so the President of the United States, they had a one-night stand, number one. He allegedly likes to be spanked with a magazine with his picture on the cover with his underwear. He allegedly sits on a bed perch. All that's very salacious, very juicy, and very tawdry, I think, when you think just president and porn star in one sentence is a lot of jarring for a lot of people. What exactly, why does this matter to the American people?
It matters.
I really want you to lay this out. Why? Because I think a lot of people watched that interview last night and they went, okay. They had an affair years ago, a one-night stand years ago. She was paid. How was she paid? Tell us why this matters to us.
Gayle, it should matter to every American because it's all about the cover-up. It's about the lies and deceit that have been laid out for the American people by Mr. Cohen and Mr. Trump by his surrogates. It is about the hiding of the knowledge of the president relating to the agreement and the negotiation of the agreement, as well as this $130,000 payment. Mr. Cohen wants the American people to believe that this is all false and he just paid the $130,000 even though there was no basis to the allegation. Well, if that's true, Gayle, every viewer right now should call Michael Cohen's office here in New York City, claim they had an affair with the president, and according to Mr. Cohen, he's going to send you $130,000 immediately. So I would urge every viewer to do that. It's laughable. It's a joke.
Can I ask you, last time you were here, I asked you specifically if you had evidence that the $130,000 that Michael Cohen, that it came from somewhere other than his own pocket, and you said you might. Are you going to disclose that anytime soon?
At the appropriate time, yes.
Okay. Also, the person who threatened your client, Stormy Daniels, in 2011, do you have any indication of who that might be?
We're in the process of trying to discover exactly who that might be, but you can imagine how terrifying that was for my client.
Is she still being threatened?
Have you been contacted by federal investigators or the special counsel?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Is she still being threatened? Are you worried about her life? Is she worried about the safety?
Well, absolutely.
Safety today?
Absolutely. I mean, she receives threats on a near hourly basis. Now, we don't have anything tying those to Mr. Cohen or Mr. Trump, to be clear, but she's certainly scared for her safety and the safety of her family in light of this incident.
Well, she's admitted, Michael, that she's lied before, where she said, listen, nothing happened between her and the president. Why should the American people believe that she's now telling the truth?
I think the American people were able to observe her under some pretty tough questions by Anderson Cooper. They were able to observe what she said, her demeanor, etc. And I think that 80 to 90% of the American people found her to be credible and believable.
All right, the story to be continued, right?
Thank you.
To be continued?
Good morning. Absolutely to be continued. We're just getting started.
All right, thank you very much for joining us at the table. We should note that we did invite the president's lawyer, that's Michael Cohen, who we've been talking about, to give his reaction on CBS This Morning. He has not yet responded to our invitation.